having this starter team, make it a beast team with obviously getting yourself on the description below. Get yourself to U7 Buy, get yourself some cheap, reliable coins, and don't forget to use King with a cheeky 5% off. Right, let's get into the video. Yo guys, what's going on? Welcome to a video I really did not want to do. This is why it's a little bit later than normal. We're reacting to my predictions from the previous season of the Prem. I mean, I'm not the only one that I think has got this completely wrong, which is good. That's good. That means the Premier League was good this season, which it was, especially for a certain team. So yeah, we're going back to the predictions. I'm having a look at right in front of me. Before we even get into it, I put a top goal scorer and a player of the year, both wrong, because the same person won them anyhow. I said Haaland was going to be good, but the first season in the Prem, different gravy, different. It's just a different level. I predicted Kane to be top goal scorer. I went far off, and De Bruyne to be player of the year. Probably, I think he was up there for candidate, but no one's going to beat Kane. No one's going to beat Haaland, are they? So that's the first thing. Right. Oh, here we go. We'll start with the bottom three. My predictions were Fulham. No. Bournemouth. No. Forest. No. So yeah, 20 Fulham, 19th Bournemouth, 18th Nottingham Forest. That didn't really come. I thought I might have had a chance with Forest, but yeah, we finished with Southampton bottom by quite a good chunk. They were awful. Leeds and Leicester. Now, very surprised with them predictions. I generally thought Fulham were going to be in the mud. They were when Mitrovic wasn't here. Fulham were in the top half of the table for quite a while until Mitrovic got that ban. Bournemouth surprised everyone, and Forest not really surprised everyone, but they did survive, which is pretty decent. So yeah, so 17th I predicted Brentford. They finished 9th. Yeah, that's a stinker. That's an absolute stinker from my prediction. Tony just here, there, and everywhere. So yeah, you can see where this is all going with Brentford 17th, and it's literally ah dear. 16th, I predicted Leeds. I wasn't far off. I'm only 3 places off. Leeds did get relegated. I knew Leeds wouldn't have a great season. Didn't think they were going to get relegated, but they were awful. So 3 positions off, considering some of the other positions. I'm not going to complain. So that was 16th with that one. 15th, I went Everton. 2 places off. I said Everton were going to have a stinker. They were going to struggle, but I thought they would survive. Again, they survived on the last day of the season to stay up in the Prem, and they finished 17th in the end. I just have a feeling they're not going to be able to do it again next season. I mean, obviously, we'll talk about predictions next season, but yeah, when that comes out. I've just had a look at 14th. 14th, I picked Brighton. They finished 6th. I mean, I don't think anyone predicted Brighton in the top half of the table. If anyone did, then fair play. But miles off. I predicted them 14th, and they finished 6th in the end. They've had a cracking season, unbelievable. Can't really say much more about that one. That's probably the biggest stinker I think I've had. No, it isn't. I'm just having a look. I got one right. I've just looked. 13th. I predicted Wolves. Wolves finished 13th. I'll take that. I'll definitely take that all day long, because like I didn't even expect any of them to be right, to be honest. Well, I mean, apart from obviously first. Yeah, Wolves. I predicted Wolves for 13th. They finished 13th. Happy days. Only just though. But yeah, Wolves didn't have a great season. Obviously, I don't think Jimenez was fully fit at all this season. Obviously, Jimenez is a big part of us, but Wolves are in massive danger. And when you when you're out picking up like Costa, says it all. So yeah, 12th place. Southampton. I put Southampton 12th place. They just bottom by a good chunk. 6 points from the next spot, which was Leeds. I put them 12th. What an awful season Southampton had. Like, I don't know if anyone else... I don't think anyone put Southampton in the bottom half. Not in the bottom. In the bottom three. I was very surprised. But yeah, I put Southampton 12th. Oh, knows what I say. But yeah. I got another one right. I put Palace 11th. They finished 11th. I said they were going to have a mid-tier season. Think they might be losing Zaha's a big issue, but they've still got Eze and Elise. If they keep them, then I can see Palace probably finish around the same position they have. But yes, that's 2. I've got 2 right so far. I'll take it. That's probably better than what some people have, and that is in the bottom half. So Palace 11th, they finished 11th. This one again, a lot of people complain that I put Villa 10th, but Emery Masterclass came, saw, conquered, finished 7th. Considering we were like 17th, I think, when Emery come in, and he's just come in, turned us around, and I genuinely can't wait till next season. Genuinely can't wait till next season to see what he does. But yeah, Europe for us, I'm happy, I'm buzzing, I'm over the moon. I predicted us for 10th, and then we finished 7th. So yeah, buzzing. This is another one of these very awful predictions, but if anyone put Leicester in the bottom half of the table, they must have been off their head. Well, actually, no, they must have knew something was definitely going wrong in Leicester. I put Leicester 9th. They got relegated. I predicted them 9th. Let me know in the comments below if you put... genuinely, you don't need to lie. Let me know if you actually put Leicester in the bottom half of the table. No one put them in the bottom 3. Absolutely no one put them in the bottom 3. If you did, then you're talking out your bum. Let's be honest. If you did, then you must be a millionaire with the bets, with that stuff going on. That's literally like when Leicester won the league. So no one would have predicted that, but, you know, hey-ho. So yeah, that was a definite stinker. This one... 8th place did surprise me. I put Newcastle 8th. I knew they'd have a good season. They had a great season. Absolutely unbelievable. They finished 4th. 4th. Again, I can see Newcastle easily finishing in the top 4 again next season if they continue the way they are, especially with the players they're linked with. But obviously, I don't do predictions until we get closer to the end of the transfer window before the start and everything like that. But yeah, well played to Newcastle. Fairs, they did really well. And again, shocked me, considering I put them 8th and they finished 4th, so yeah. This is another one that if anyone put them in the bottom half of the table, they must have been off their heads. 7th, I put West Ham. I mean, congrats to West Ham for winning the Europa Conference League. Gets them into Europa, gets them into Europe again. But I put them 7th. They had an awful season in the Prem. The first half of the season was dreadful for them. Yeah, they finished 14th. 14th they finished. So yeah, definitely a big, probably it's not the worst, but one of the worst ones I predicted. But again, anyone that put them in the bottom half of the table must have been off the Reds, because West Ham should not be there. Not with the team they have. But yeah, next season's going to be very awkward. They're going to be losing Rice, obviously. He's their best player by far. So, it's going to be awkward to predict where they're going to finish next season. So that's going to be interesting. This one, I know a lot of people are going to be... The next few are going to be... the next few. I predicted 6 for United. I didn't think United were going to have a very good season. They didn't really have a great season for the first half of the season. Then they turned it around in the second half. Well, middle. They did start off terrible, then decent, then come round, and then they finished 3rd, which is unbelievable. I'm just having a look here. There was only 3 teams that actually won more than 20 games. So I was 3 places off, which is actually surprising, because I generally thought United were going to be the worst out of the top 6. Oh my god, I'm looking at my predictions here, but yeah. I predicted the bottle jobs at 5th, Arsenal. The bottle jobs were 5th place predictions. They finished 2nd. they should have finished first. I'm sorry, but they should have finished first. But yeah, they had a stinker all in all, Arsenal. I mean, it's not a stinker. They had a good season. I think their massive issue was they lost Saliba. Saliba was unbelievable for them. I mean, Jesus was injured as well for a bit as well, which was another big one. So I think if Arsenal want to take on City, they need to bring more players in, top tier players. Yes, I've seen who they're linked with, but they're going to need more than that. Like if you lose Saliba again partway through the season, game over. Like he was your best defender by far. So, and I don't know if Arsenal fans agree with me here, but losing Xhaka is actually quite a surprise because Xhaka had a decent season, but obviously you're supposed to be bringing Rice in. So if you bring in Rice in, it's a little bit better, just a little bit. So yeah, I predicted them fish. They finished second. This is the worst one. This is my worst prediction. I put Chelsea fourth. I put Chelsea fourth. They fell apart completely. I'm sorry. Any Chelsea fan, you've had one of the worst seasons I've ever seen. You just fell apart. Problem is, your owners are stupid. They just keep sacking managers left, right, and centre. And to be honest, you should have been happy finishing 12th. Because at one point, I generally thought you were going to be you weren't winning games. You just kept losing and losing and losing or drawing. At the end of the season, you did win a few games, but awful season. I can't believe you finished 12th. That's my worst prediction by far. I've predicted them 4th, 12th. Can I see Chelsea doing anything next season? Top half of the table. That's what you should be aiming for. I can't even see you getting near top 6. Top maybe 6. Top 4, no chance. Absolutely no chance. Everyone, I mean, all Chelsea fans. Oh, Nkunku. Bro, he seems to be injury. I mean, he seems to have quite a bit of injury issues. Then again, he still scored a load of goals in the Bundesliga. I think was it 5-6 games. Then Nkunku was out. I don't know if we'll see. I don't know. I know Chelsea fans are going to argue at me what I've just said there, but hey ho. But yeah, I predicted 4th. They finished 12th. Yeah. Another terrible prediction because, I mean, I don't know who's more of a bottle job, Arsenal or Spurs. I predicted them top 3. I generally thought, this is the season, they're going to smash it. They're going to be close to, they're going to be close to the top 2. Bottle jobs again, finished 8th. No Europe for you. Happy days. Spurs, shit. And I just genuinely think they're going to struggle again. I think they're going to finish mid-table. I just have a feeling they're just not going to be a great outfit again. I haven't seen any links or anything like that. Obviously Kane looks like he's staying, but we'll see. Second place, I predicted Liverpool. Liverpool's start of the season was dreadful, but somehow turned it around and finished 5th in the end. So, I mean, any Liverpool fan should be happy with the way you started off this season. Finishing 5th is a pretty good, considering I think you were like in the bottom half of the table, weren't you, before Christmas or something like that? I was like, what's going on here? But yeah, Liverpool turned it around. They weren't even far off the top 4. At one point I thought they might be able to get Newcastle or Man United here, but they didn't. They finished 5th in the end. I wouldn't complain about that. Europe, I predicted 2nd though. You still had a bit of a stinker. Liverpool, they've looked like they're making some good signings. They've already made a couple of, looks like they're getting Thuram and they've already got McAllister. Very good signings. I still think you need another defender. You need a new defender 100% to go next to Van Dijk. I mean, I know Konate's class, but if you have an injury, you're in the mud again, as we found out. Yeah, decent. Top. It's easy peasy. Man City, top. Treble winners, happy days. I didn't expect anything else. To be honest, as I said, I was very surprised that Arsenal technically should have won the league, but Man City just see you later. Just happy days. Bye bye. Winning the most games, everything like that. So yeah, it was. I'm probably going to put them top again next season as well. Then again, they're losing some players that has surprised me. So Gundogan's going. He's been unreal for him. Seems like Bernardo might be off. Very surprised. But yeah, you know, I got 2 out of 20 right. 2 out of 20. Let me know in the comments below how many you got right, or what was your worst one. Chelsea was definitely my worst one, I think. Was it? Chelsea and Southampton, my worst one's like 8 positions out in my predictions. So yeah, but there we go. My predictions all. Well, no, sorry. My reacting back to my predictions from the start of the season. Probably the worst one I've ever had. But you know, can't wait for seeing the comments below. Feel free. Obviously, I'll be doing a prediction again for the start of this season coming up. If you want to put your prediction in already. Some people have already done early predictions. I don't do that because I want to see who's coming in. Obviously, you can do a prediction, but if anyone says the Premier League is boring, then you're talking out your ass, because it was all over the shop, which is great. Love to see it. But there we go. That is this video all done. Thank you very much for watching. If you want to see more football or FIFA related content, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and make sure you got that notification bell on full. Other than that, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video stream. Take it easy, and obviously, peace.